Hey Scorpio, welcome to my channel. I apologize for disappearing in November. I was very sick, but I'm back now. If you're new here, my name is Ray. This is going to be your reading for December 2022. This is going to be a little bit more intuitive, so let me know if you like this new style of reading. We're going to be doing like a general vibe check first, then we'll get some career and finance messages, then we'll look into your love life at the end of the reading. Your love messages are also going to be split into 3 categories. We'll start with Scorpios dealing with a past person, Scorpios in a current connection, and then we'll end it off with single Scorpios looking for new love or dealing with a new person. Let's get started. What are general messages for Scorpios in December 2022? Starting with the moon, some of you could be dealing with a Pisces in December, but I'm feeling like a lot of you are under some anxiety or dealing with some stress in December. You might be battling your shadow self right now, and that could be because it feels like some of you are struggling to maintain balance in December with your overall vibe check. You might feel like deadlines are closing in or things are piling up, and it kind of feels like you're trying to get your shit together before the end of the year so that you can start fresh in 2023. But it feels like you might be feeling very scattered and distracted. I'm getting like energies all over the place in December for you, Scorpio. And there could be some self-doubt coming into play here, some subconscious worries that are preventing you from getting things done. With the Temperance card and the Two of Pentacles here, both of these cards are about balance. Some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius as well, but with that Moon card energy, I'm kind of seeing you going back and forth in December, Scorpio. Again, it feels like you're struggling to prioritize, to manage daily affairs. You might feel very distracted, and it's because some of you are risking burnout, okay? You might not be spending enough time on yourself, making your physical and emotional needs a priority. Some of you are pushing yourselves too hard, especially if you feel like there's too much for you to do and not enough time for you to do it. Some of you need to practice patience. You might be juggling multiple things in December, whether it be relationships or work projects, and it kind of feels like you're struggling to keep up, especially if things are moving quickly for you this month. Can you clarify the moon for me, please? Clarifying the moon is the Tower. Trigger warning, okay, worst case scenario, some of you could be dealing with mental health issues in December, Scorpio, especially with this Temperance card here. This is also a healing card. So again, if you're feeling burnt out or you feel like things are falling apart, some of you really need to make the time to make your physical, emotional, mental needs a priority right now, to put yourself first, your needs and your wants. And some of you might be making excuses like, I can't find the time to do that. Don't find time, make time. There's a difference, okay? I'm also possibly hearing that with this Two of Pentacles here, some of you could be struggling to make a decision in December. And with this Moon card here being about deceptive energy, some of you could be trying to leave a situation behind and questioning whether or not this is something that's still serving you. This could be in terms of a connection with another person, or potentially you might be thinking of ending a contract. And it feels like there's a lot of change going on for you at the end of the year, Scorpio, and it might be something that you're struggling to keep up with out of a fear of change for some of you. It feels like this is something that's falling apart very quickly, and that's not helping to your added stress levels. Some of you could potentially be finding out some sort of secret about somebody in your social group, potentially a family member or a friend, or even a partner if you have one. For some of you, this is about your workplace and your work environment, the people that you work with. But again, with that Temperance card here being about healing, When this tower falls, you get to rebuild it and create a new tower for yourself, okay? With destruction comes creation. So even if you're in the middle of a healing phase right now, you might feel anxious, you might feel afraid, you might feel stressed out, but this is more of an opportunity than you think it is. You get to start fresh. Especially with that Two of Pentacles there, if this is a decision that you're making, some of you really need to think about weighing the pros and the cons. And also I'm hearing trying to look at the positive side of things over the negative side of things. Some of you might be struggling to keep a positive mindset right now, but there's always two sides to a coin, okay? Because you might be overly focused on this Moon card and the Tower card, but you still have the Temperance card and the Two of Pentacles here. Some of you need to look at, well, this is all the negatives of this situation, but what about the positives? You know, how can I turn nothing into something? What are your messages for Scorpios in career and finance in December 2022? You start with the Two of Wands here, and again, I'm hearing a similar message to that vibe check for you in December, Scorpio, because we have two twos now. We had the Two of Pentacles before in your general message, and now we have the Two of Wands. So for some of you, if you are struggling to make a decision in December, I feel like it could be about your career and finances for most of you, possibly your education if you're still a student or if you're thinking of going back to school. It feels like some of you want to advance, want to explore your options, explore your prospects a little bit more in terms of finances and career. And it feels like you're kind of at a crossroads here, trying to figure out which path to choose. Especially if you're not happy with your current work position or workplace environment. Some of you might even be thinking, should I stay or should I go? Some of you are like applying for jobs on the side, you know, sticking with this so that you still have a source of income in the meantime, but you might be like filling out applications, updating your resume, like off the clock, after hours, that kind of thing. Taking interviews on the weekends. You have the Chariot here. Some of you could be working with a Cancer, but it kind of feels to me like you're in a mindset of chasing your dreams, keeping your eye on the prize, right? You know what you want and you're ready to go for it. And with this Knight of Swords here, it kind of feels like there's something or potentially someone in your work environment that's holding you back from your full potential, right? And that's why you feel like you need to make this decision with the Two of Wands, because it feels like a lot of you have that inner drive, but I'm kind of seeing you as the horse right now, Scorpio. You know, you don't like being pulled on the reins. Somebody else has the reins right now, and it kind of feels like they keep pulling on them and you're rearing your head. You just want to run forward. You know, you just want to go after it. You have the willpower and you have the drive, and it feels like there's something here that's holding you back from chasing what you want to chase. And you're getting really fed up with that energy. You have the Knight of Swords here. Some of you could be working with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Knight of Swords is a very anxious, chaotic, stressful energy. So again, this could just be general energies for you in your career right now, especially if you're questioning where you want to go from here. But for most of you, I feel like this is another person in your workplace environment. It could be an employer or another coworker or an employee. Can you clarify the Knight of Swords for me, please? Clarifying the Knight of Swords is the Knight of Pentacles. Some of you could be working with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and I'm seeing two very different energies here. I feel like this is the reason why you and this person clash, Scorpio, because you have very different working styles, okay? The Knight of Swords is more about intense focus, okay? They obsess over the details. They might be very radical. They have a very different way of doing things. The Knight of Pentacles is more about dedication, okay? Taking small steps to get to the end goal, routine. The Knight of Pentacles is a very stubborn energy, but they know how to get the job done. But the Knight of Swords is more of a chaotic energy. They do things very differently. I mean, just look at the difference in imagery on this card, right? The Knight of Swords is in attack mode, But the Knight of Pentacles has their shield up, right? For some of you, I'm also hearing that this could just be about you being intensely focused on that pentacle. Nothing and no one is going to stop you from getting to the victory that you want for yourself, right? You're intensely focused on your goals. You're dedicated to making those dreams come true, to creating that foundation for yourself. Some of you might need to try and create more of a routine for yourself, even if that might sound boring, because I'm hearing some of you need more discipline in your career, especially if you've been struggling to concentrate, you can't focus lately. Some of you need to get back into a mindset of motivation. Some of you need to get back into that place of willpower so that you can go after what you want, but at a steadier pace. I feel like some of you could also possibly be getting frustrated because this is something you've been anticipating for a while. But with that Knight of Pentacles, the results might be coming to you slower than you expected them to, but that doesn't mean that they're not coming at all. Okay, let's move into love messages. What is your advice for Scorpios dealing with a past person in December 2022? You deserve love. You are lovable, Scorpio. What are your messages for Scorpios dealing with a past person in 2022, December? You start with the Lovers card here. Some of you could be dealing with a Gemini, possibly a twin flame for some of you if you believe in twin flames. I know not everybody does, so take it how it resonates. But with this Lovers card here, I'm kind of hearing multiple messages. With this you deserve love, some of you might be dealing with your past right now in general. This might not necessarily be about an ex. For some of you, I'm hearing that a lot of you are reevaluating your past relationships, your past toxic relationships, everything that stems from exes. Possibly for some of you, this could be something that stems from childhood for you, Scorpio. And it kind of feels like you're focusing on loving yourself more, on becoming more confident, on becoming more emotionally independent, learning how to validate yourself, so that you can let go of some of those toxic patterns that may have served you in the past but no longer serve you now. I'm kind of hearing that in December, some of you need to focus on self-love because of those insecurity issues, so that you can come more closely into alignment with your values as a person and learn who you are. I'm also hearing for some of you, you might be presented with a choice. This could be involving a past person, possibly a karmic connection for some of you with that Judgment card there. And some of you with this imagery here on this card, this character is like holding up a bow, right? And they've got their eye on the prize. You need to choose what is more important to you. Are you going to continue settling for less than you deserve, or are you going to continue chasing a connection that will give you what you deserve? Like, some of you need to raise your standards in terms of what kind of behavior you will and will not accept from other people. You know what I mean? You have the Queen of Pentacles here, male, female, take it how it resonates. Some of you could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And again, we also have the Judgment card here, paired with that Lovers card as well. I feel like for some of you, if you are dealing with issues stemming from your past, for some of you, you could be focusing on a relationship with a mother or mother figure, or any other kind of parental figure to you that might have stemmed from childhood. That might be where these issues and these insecurities come from. For some of you, you need to work on your relationship with your mother so that you can fix your relationships with people moving forward. But I'm also kind of hearing for some of you, this past person might be reevaluating the way that they treated you in the past. For those of you who are looking for reconciliation, I'm kind of hearing that, especially with this Lovers card here, this person might be realizing that you are their twin flame and that they need to treat you better. Because with this Judgment card here, I feel like this person is starting to realize that they were mistreating you, Scorpio, and that you do deserve love and that you are lovable. And for some reason, this person might not have understood that before, or I'm hearing they might have taken you for granted in some way, or they might have neglected you in some way. But it kind of feels like this person is starting to realize what they had all along and that they missed an opportunity with you here. So for those of you who have a past person coming back around in December, I do feel like they're trying to apologize to you and they want a second chance because they want to give you what you deserve now because they didn't do it the first time around. And with this Judgment card here in the Queen of Pentacles, it feels like this person's love language might be more subtle. Okay, this person might be very focused on like heart and home, you know what I mean? This person might respond better to like acts of service, you know, their love language might go unnoticed sometimes because the Queen of Pentacles is like the mother figure, right? The provider. They might go out of their way to do things to make you happy, and that might not necessarily be a super obvious love language. So for some of you, you need to learn to communicate better because you might have to read between the lines when it comes to this person. That could be an issue of contention between the two of you if you don't understand each other well. This person might be more subtle when it comes to love. Like they might not necessarily be very physically affectionate or shower you with compliments, but they are an emotional provider. They're very nourishing. And again, it feels like with the Judgment card here, this person might be trying to come around for a second chance because I think they've done a lot of reflection on the connection between the two of you in the past, especially with this intense Lovers card here. And it kind of feels like this person is reevaluating the relationship between the two of you and what it really means to them. What are your messages for Scorpios dealing with a current connection in December 2022? Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. What are your messages for Scorpios dealing with a current connection in December 2022? We start with the Knight of Wands here. Some of you could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This person might be a little bit emotionally immature, and that could be why the two of you need to work on this together because this person might not necessarily be as grown as you are, Scorpio. That could be literal for some of you if there's an age gap involved here, but for most of you, I feel like it stems from emotional immaturity. The Knight of Wands is very action-oriented though, which is a good thing. This person, I do see them coming forward to apologize, and I do see the two of you having a conversation so that you can work on this together. This person is ambitious, right? They chase what they want. They know how to take risks. They know how to go after it. Some of you, this person might give you player vibes. There might be some F-girl, F-boy energy here, and that could be what's making you hesitate or what gives you sketchy vibes about this person. But we have three positive cards here with the Knight of Wands, the King of Swords, and the High Priestess. So for some of you, I feel like if you are willing to stay and work it out with this person, there is still potential. This is a travel card as well, so for some of you, distance could be an issue. But this person still has a lot of passion for you with that fiery energy. I feel like they're not ready to let you go yet. With the King of Swords here, again, masculine, feminine, take it how it resonates. Some of you could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It feels like the two of you need to have a conversation to clear the air here, okay? You need to get clarity. And for some of you, this could just be about communication issues. But it kind of feels like somebody here needs to detach themselves emotionally. Not necessarily to keep this person at an arm's distance, but just so that the two of you can really have a clear-headed conversation about this without necessarily blowing up at each other. You know what I mean? The two of you need to kind of look at the facts here and be like, okay, what's the most rational decision here? You know, how do we meet in the middle when it comes to this? How do we compromise here? Because balancing out that fiery, passionate energy with the Son of Wands is the King of Swords here. Some of you need to kind of meet in the middle and compromise in terms of balancing that fiery, passionate energy with more logical, rational thinking. And for some of you, this could represent your two energies. You might be very different people. But with the King of Swords comes mental strength. So I feel like this conversation is going to offer you a lot of clarity so that the two of you can get back on the same page in terms of what you want and what your future to look like. You have the High Priestess here, and again, I feel like you need to use your intuition, Scorpio. We do have 3 positive cards on the table here. So for most of you, I feel like reconciliation is an option, okay? I'm not necessarily seeing this being a big issue. For some of you, this could be something reoccurring that the two of you kind of need to keep growing from together. But I feel like if the two of you really want to put in the effort here, you can work on this. You can work this out. I hope you heard that ding. That was confirmation that this message is for you. There is still potential here. I'm not necessarily seeing this being a big deal. For some of you, this might even just be something like really small or petty that got out of hand, that grew a little bit out of control. But if the two of you can kind of get to the root of this problem and use your intuition together, then you can move through this. Okay, last but not least, what is your advice for single Scorpios looking for new love or dealing with a new person in December 2022? Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. What are your messages for single Scorpios looking for new love or dealing with a new person in December 2022? You have the Knight of Pentacles here and the Page of Cups. So I'm seeing 2 offers coming your way. For some of you, that could actually be multiple offers, especially if you're dating around right now with this Let Your Friends Help You card, Scorpio. You might have more than one option open to you right now if you're just experimenting. You might be online dating or just going out with your friends in general, meeting new people. But for most of you, I feel like this is the same energy. We have Earth energy here, so you could be dealing with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but I am seeing an offer being made here. For some of you, this could be somebody completely new, again, and I feel like you might meet them through friends or possibly through online dating, through your social group. For some of you, this might be somebody that you've already been seeing for a while now, and this person is coming forward to offer you something more stable and more committed. But it feels like there's a lot of potential here, okay? This person knows what they want with that stubborn Knight of Pentacles energy, okay? And they want you, Scorpio. They're ready to offer you something with a stronger foundation with this Four of Wands here, okay? And again, this is a commitment card. This is about long-lasting stability. It kind of feels like if you just go with the flow right now and trust your intuition with that Page of Cups, then this will come your way. For some of you, it might be a little slower than you would want it to because of that stubborn Knight of Pentacles energy, but that doesn't mean that this person isn't into you. They're just taking their time. I feel like this person is really considering what a future with you might look like, so that they can figure out if that's something that they want, if that's something sustainable. But I feel like if you just kind of give this person the time and the space that they need to think about it, they will come forward with this offer with you eventually. Just don't put any pressure on it. You know, with that Page of Cups, like I said, just go with the flow right now. Just enjoy getting to know this person. You know, just enjoy spending quality time together and getting to know each other on a deeper level. And eventually, the two of you will fall into a more routinal relationship. The two of you are going to get very comfortable with each other with that Knight of Pentacles there I'm seeing. But this person definitely has a crush on you with that Page of Cups, Scorpio. And with this Four of Wands here, again, I'm seeing a lot of potential for the two of you to feel really comfortable with each other, like you come home to each other at the end of the day. You know, there's a lot of potential here for it to be something more committed and long-term, safe, stable, secure. The two of you are just kind of still in the stage right now where you're creating that foundation so the two of you can build something together. But I'm seeing it going in a positive direction. With this let your friends help you card, possibly for some of you, this person might actually be a part of your social group. And as a small side message, there might be a blind date involved here for some of you, or your friends are trying to play matchmaker, or for some of you, this could even be somebody that you are friends with or that is part of your social group, like maybe a friend of a friend, and you're kind of starting to see each other into a different light. Like if this is somebody that you're actually friends with, those feelings might be changing and evolving. Okay, Scorpio, thanks for listening. I feel like those were the messages that you needed to hear for December 2022. Comment down below if any of them resonate. And again, like this video if you like this new style of reading. It's a little bit more intuitive, a little bit more free form, but you get lots more messages. Subscribe to this video if you haven't already. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. That helps me a lot. We're still a small channel, but we're growing every single day, and I love and appreciate every single one of you for that. So thank you so much for your support. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All of those links will be in the description box below, and I'll see you guys in your next reading. Bye.